So they'll be calling you a radical, so I want to be the first one here. Lillard shares get in line. I knew somebody beat me. This kid's a hardcore Lillard fan. You beat me? I knew. And I got here at 11:30. And so, first one here, right?
Yeah.
I knew someone would beat me. But
All right, you got your chairs. You're looking good. You're looking good.
yeah, we're going to have to. It's a long time till he even gets here.
You bet, long time.
So, I've got my 88.1 shirt in the bag. So, Weber State does a yard sale. Now, I'm the guy that, because I'm all into Endro, I don't like the sports merchandising. So, I've been here so long that I know who wore what and what number. And their gameplay, it's got Braxton's number on the back. And I tell them all the time, oh, you want this shirt? Yeah. Well, you're rich, I'm poor. Fork over some money. So, anyway, I did the play-by-play here when Lillard's here. Of course, then I got cancer. I got leukemia in 2011. So, I was so sucked up. But I was in the bone marrow transplant center. A lot of that 2011-12 season when 2011-2012 season. When I come out with my nurse in these games. I sat with Eddie Tillman at the one game, but God, I was almost dead. But anyway, so I did the play-by-play. I did the play-by-play in the most famous game in the history of this building. That's saying a lot. I saw Jason Kidd's last game in here when they got knocked over by the Cheeseheads in the tournament. I saw Jimmy Valvano cut down the nets in here. I saw John Stockton play in here in college. I mean, I go on and on and on and on. The most famous, infamous game in Weber State basketball history, bar none. Damian Lillard, Big Sky Championship game. I'm doing the play-by-play. I got the shirt, the 88.1, the beat, which they've got rid of all that. I have the shirt in my bag. I'm going to get him to sign it. And so they were ahead by 23 points in the second half and lost. And you're talking the #1 free throw shooter in the country. Well, he played for Randy Ray. Don't he get me going. And I used to be really close with Randy Ray. I helped him recruit Lillard. Joe Ball, all these guys. Me and Randy Ray got in a huge fight after the 2016 loss to Xavier in the tournament, Joe Ball boy. And he's like, we just don't get players like when you work for Coach Baker Blanchard. I mean, don't get fucking players. What are you mean like Damian Lillard? The talent that's been on this floor in the last decade blows my mind. Jared Carden's the greatest player that ever freaking played in here. I mean, he'll be in the NBA next year. He just annihilated them in Europe. But we have so many players from here in the last decade that played in Europe. They make tons of money. They excel over there. Randy Ray was all X's O's. He wanted to win every game 65-64. He used to call it slugging rats. I couldn't stand it. Well, his protege, same thing. They lost in double overtime in a slugging rats game to Montana State. Dylan Jones, Hook. It was Randy Ray rerun all over again. I voted for Jimmy DeGraffeney to be the coach. By the way, Eddie's not here. Gill, who I awarded him, I did the play-by-play. I'm like, Damon, go show how to shoot a half quarter. It's on video. They can't make one. He walks out first one. That's what changed Damian Lillard. Damian Lillard was in the Adidas Nike Summer League, and he excelled the whole time. I knew what he was right off the get. We all knew he was NBA as hardcore fans. Randy Ray didn't. Go ask McCoy. He didn't know. So what changed Damian Lillard into the NBA superstar? He started launching 35-footers. What coach will let you do that? Stephon Curry broke that barrier. Stephon Curry did that at Dayton. What coach will let you do that? Randy Ray sure in hell wouldn't let him do it. Randy Ray never let cut these players, including Damian Lillard. Damian Lillard would have put up 40 or 50 a game if he cut him loose. He wouldn't. He wanted to win 65. He called it slugging rats. All X's and O's. And he never won a tournament. Damian Lillard never played an NCAA tournament, which blows my mind. Cherry, remember that Montana recruited Cherry just to play against Lillard out of that same AAU league. But it wasn't Lillard's fault. So I'm doing the play-by-play. Here's Lillard. I got the shirt. He's dribbling the ball down, looking over at Randy. Pass the ball. Foul. Doink. Anthony Johnson for Montana. Never missed a free throw, never missed a field goal in the second half. And they just went to him. They were triple teaming him. He was out of his mind. He was interviewed years later and says, "You never did that before. You never did that after." You know what he said? "I had an out-of-body experience." Now, there's lots of rumors when I was a kid right here that this is built on native burial ground. I think it's true. And I can tell stories. I grew up right here. Ooh. Natives play basketball, you know. So I knew I wouldn't be the first one. But he's a serious Lillard fan, this kid. And so, yeah, I'm going to get him to all the things. I have Lillard's ticket from his first game. I have jerseys for lots of these players. Game played on jerseys. Paid a lot of money for them. $3 a piece at the yard sale. Oh, I have the very first Rashid Shaheed Saints number 22. Where'd you get that? From a woman I know in New Orleans sent it to me. She says, "Kevin, give me $10. And don't worry about the $10. I got you covered." So, God, you didn't bring your soup can. Yes, I did. You gonna flip your soup can? Oh yeah. So we're here. I thought I'd be first in line, but this guy's a fan. Stan Tunis.